they sleep, we wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up. Raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it.
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on third and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now Winston. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Let's convert.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Winston now to throw on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Winston now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first down throw for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now it's Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The numbers on the ground for Carson last week. 12 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal, and this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least twice in this game.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Phillip Rivers, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Tannehill, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Grady Jarrett coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he finds McDonald. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's when you say he got the apple dropped on his head, right?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This is Freeman on first and 10. The numbers from Freeman a week ago. 18 carries, 80 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go now.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. On 1st and 10, Winston. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know. Coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot!
Now it's the backup Lauletta. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Lauletta. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now the pitch to Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're giving the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
No. Check. Patriot!
Here's Coleman on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches are extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And here come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Tannehill. On the left side, it's McDonald. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
30!
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here comes Kyle Lauletta and company back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta. right after this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. On third down, it's Coleman, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now Lauletta on first down, forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On second down, here's Lauletta. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Out left side here to Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Zone now, Lauletta. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Lauletta dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Detroit!
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Over! No, check, Patriot!
They'll toss it to Coleman, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons are in for 6. So they're able to kick. Oh, it's blocked. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So after the run for a yard, here comes 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Carson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run again with Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Leopard, Leopard. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Lauletta. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta now to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Leopard. Leopard.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
drive with Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Tannehill. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Go. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it. Now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Tannehill throwing again. This one complete, right side to McDonald. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Falcons say they have it, they do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lauletta. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. 5 yards up. The catch there brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. Tannehill on 1st down. He's got his man. This is Doxson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Tannehill. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Looking sideline, incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Play action, it's Tannehill. It's caught, Jones. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Tannehill on 3rd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Balaj. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right, get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. All right, let's shift our attention here to Vance McDonald. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. It's brought in by Dodson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
20.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56, Lucky 56.
Instead of a run, Lauletta wants to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56, Lucky 56.
Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Shakes off the sand. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where